Welcome back. This is Home Robinson back with another podcast. So this is what I'm going to do. Just like the Why Not Wednesday series, I'll make a podcast series, and this will be the first one to be a first edition. I'll call this Envision Your Life, and just like the weekly Why Not Wednesday series, I'll probably make this a weekly podcast as well. So I feel like I got some nice tools to add, and just I feel like this podcast on Envision Your Life would be a very good one, very intuitive things you can take away from it. So I'm gonna hop right into it. I do not feel like enough of us seek, pursue, or grind for what we need. Notice I did not say what we want. I said we do not seek, pursue, or grind for what we need. You have to envision where you want to go in life. You have to envision where you want to live. You have to envision your life. When I was in high school, it hit me. I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be an educator. I wanted to do community service, give empowerment to others that may have went through the same things I went through growing up, who may have felt the same way I felt. And I don't miss opportunities to show my gratitude for being in the positions that I am in today. Today we put in all the work to get the things that we want, but we don't put none of the work in to get the things that we need. We miss opportunities to get at the things that we need because we are so focused on the want. The want is going to always be there, but that need might not be there. When you look up and go and do the same thing that you did when you needed it, when you come back to it, it's not going to be there. I can guarantee you that it's going to be gone because you were so focused on that want. You missed that opportunity. Some doors open for us to get it right then and there. Not say, oh, I'm going to come back to it. Oh, I'm going to go do that later. Oh, I don't really feel like doing this right now. It's meant to do it right there. You got to do it now. Stop the procrastination. Procrastination is America's biggest failure. When you procrastinate, you miss things that you need. It be the fruitful things you miss. You can't be caught up in the want. You have to be able to be fruitful, to be advantageous, to be you. Be who you are. If you know you are meant to be bigger and better than what you are doing right now, you have to see it. You have to envision it. If you're not envisioning your future, then what are you doing? Matter of fact, I want y'all to take a couple of seconds right now and to just think, what are you doing? What are you doing to get to the future? What are you doing to be your best self? What are you doing to make sure that you don't miss any opportunities? To make sure you get everything that you need so you can be fruitful. Being fruitful is the key. Pour into yourself and stop letting others drink off you, take from you. You always being the helping hand, not getting anything back in return. Because when people leech, they end up making you miss your opportunity because they already missed theirs. That's why they're getting it from you. And you just letting them have it. You just letting them have it. So take just a couple more seconds and just think, what do you need? Just think about it. Just think about it. Because let me tell you this. Let me tell you the story, matter of fact. So my boss the other day asked me if I could tutor her son in Algebra 1. He's in high school, freshman, and he's like a B student in math, something like that. And he somehow the school put him in the honors Algebra 1 class, so they moved real fast. But my teacher asked me, can I tutor him? And that's what I told her. I said yes. And when she asked me how much, I said free. because it's not about the money. See, when you know what you want to do and when you know where you want to go, it's not about the money. It's about the results. I know I'm an educator, and in my opinion, education should be free. It shouldn't cost. So if she need me to tutor her son, and she's my boss because I love my boss, we have that relationship. I would do that for you for free. I'm gonna make sure he gets an A. I'm gonna make sure he's doing his work. I'm gonna make sure he's studying because I am being fruitful. God gave me the ability to be an educator, ability to be an inspirator, the ability to be a motivator. So I'm going to do what I feel I need to do. Of course, I wanted to take the money, but it's not about the want. When you do the things that you need to do, that want will come. Now, I'm doing this for her for free. Now, she can recommend me to a friend of hers, a colleague of hers. And now, I'm getting paid X, Y, and Z to tutor their children because I did something kind for my boss to tutor her child for free. And now the work that I put in, exhibited, he should be getting paid for the time and the energy that he is exhibiting and giving to your child. Hear me out. Most of you would have took the money. It's not always about the money. It's not always about cashing out. It's about the substance you are putting in, and it's about the value that is taken out from it. Everything does not have to be a transaction. Listen to this. People only acknowledge the grind once it's complete. So if you give your value for free and people notice that what you is offering they can't get nowhere else, then they will come back. But if you charge them and then they realize that your value was not worth the price that you charge, you won't have them again. With that being said, people only value you when you have things that they desire. And for some reason, as people, we don't acknowledge others until we feel like there's value in them. But we got to think that value that they have within them might not necessarily be the value for us. But because they have value in them, you seek them. But when they had value for you, you turn them away. And that goes for opportunities. That goes for anything. We turn the things that we need away for the things that we want. And we end up losing the things that was meant for us. That's all I have for the topic. But for me to really reel this topic in, the key points, the key takeaways you just need to understand is, for one, the title, Envision Your Life. And key takeaway number one, where do you want to go? Key takeaway number two, what do you need? Number three, understanding your need and not mistaking it for your want. Your want is things that you can live without. Your need is something that you can't live unless you have. Like we need to breathe. If we can't breathe, we can't live. And that's the main takeaways from this segment. Just understand yourself. Be fruitful. Be advantageous. Understand you. Love yourself. Do what you need to do to put yourself in the best situation possible. Thank you for tuning to this podcast. Have another one coming. Appreciate you. Bye.